Think about your morning routine today. You probably woke up, took a shower, and applied some deodorant or antiperspirant. Maybe you sprayed some air freshener in the kitchen, and then wrapped your leftover lunch in a sheet of aluminum foil. These are completely normal, everyday habits. We don't even think twice about them. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. These deeply ingrained daily routines are quietly orchestrating a microscopic hijacking of your body's most precious organ. We are told that our brains are perfectly protected by an impenetrable fortress, but the truth is, modern environmental toxins are finding a way in. Today, we are having a very honest, deeply important conversation about the aluminum and heavy metal hijack. We are going to explore how environmental toxins are crossing into your brain, why they cause such profound brain fog and fatigue, and most importantly, the exact, scientifically proven lifestyle protocols you can use to gently, safely pull these metals out of your tissue and reclaim your cognitive clarity. Please take a second to like the video and leave a comment. Your engagement is a huge help to the channel. Let's start by looking at a terrifying connection that the medical community has been debating and researching for decades: the link between aluminum and Alzheimer's disease. For years, we believed that cognitive decline was purely genetic or just an unavoidable part of getting older. But modern neuropathology is painting a much more complex picture. When scientists examine the brains of individuals who have passed away from severe Alzheimer's disease, they consistently find something deeply alarming buried inside the tissue. In a landmark 2021 clinical review published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, researchers confirmed the consistent, highly concentrated presence of aluminum deeply intertwined within the amyloid plaques of Alzheimer's patients. These plaques are the sticky proteins that choke the neurons and cause memory loss. Aluminum acts like a biological glue. When it enters the brain, it binds to these proteins, causing them to fold incorrectly and stick together, rapidly accelerating the neurodegenerative process. It is a terrifying thought, but I want you to stay with me, because understanding how this metal gets into the brain gives us the power to stop it. And one of the primary highways into your brain doesn't even involve your bloodstream. It involves your breath. We have a massive biological vulnerability right behind our noses. It is called the olfactory nerve. Your olfactory system is responsible for your sense of smell, and it is the only place in the entire human body where your central nervous system comes into direct contact with the outside environment. There is no blood-brain barrier here. When you inhale vaporized aluminum from commercial antiperspirants, aerosolized heavy metals from industrial pollution, or synthetic chemical sprays, those microscopic particles land directly on the olfactory bulb. From there, they have a completely unguarded, direct neural highway straight into your hippocampus, the memory and emotional center of your brain. By simply breathing in these aerosolized modern chemicals, you're bypassing your body's entire security system. But what about the metals we ingest? What about the aluminum in our cookware, our foil, or the heavy metals hidden in our water? To understand how these enter the brain, we have to talk about leaky brain syndrome. Just like you have a lining in your gut, your brain is protected by a microscopic fortress called the blood-brain barrier. It is a highly selective filter made of tightly packed endothelial cells, designed to let oxygen and nutrients in, while keeping heavy metals and pathogens out. However, we are living in a chronic state of systemic inflammation. Due to ultra-processed diets, chronic stress, and poor gut health, the tight junctions that hold this barrier together begin to fray and loosen. This is called leaky brain syndrome. When the barrier becomes permeable, the heavy metals floating in your bloodstream, the lead, the cadmium, the aluminum, slip through the cracks and enter the delicate neural tissue. Once inside the brain, these metals execute a brilliant, devastating biological hijack. They engage in a process called molecular mimicry. Your brain relies on essential, beautiful minerals like zinc, magnesium, and calcium to run its millions of enzymatic reactions every single second. These minerals act like specific keys that turn on your cellular machinery, allowing you to create neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. But heavy metals like lead and aluminum look structurally very similar to these essential minerals. Because of this mimicry, the heavy metal will forcefully wedge itself into the enzyme's receptor site, violently kicking the healthy zinc or magnesium out. But the heavy metal cannot turn the machine on, it just jams the lock. Your enzymes completely shut down. The cellular machinery grinds to a halt. You experience this enzyme failure as profound brain fog, clinical depression, and a complete lack of mental drive. Your brain is starved of function because its ignition switches have been hijacked. And when these heavy metals begin crashing the system, your brain's internal immune system completely panics. Deep inside your brain, you have a specialized cleanup crew called the microglia. Their job is to quietly sweep away dead cells and keep the neural environment pristine. But microglia are highly reactive to heavy metals. When they detect aluminum or lead in the brain tissue, they view it as a massive, indestructible pathogen. The microglia flip into attack mode. They begin pouring out massive amounts of inflammatory cytokines to destroy the invader. But because heavy metals cannot be killed by the immune system, the microglia get stuck in the on position. This creates a state of chronic, raging neuroinflammation. The brain is literally on fire. This constant immune attack damages the surrounding healthy neurons, accelerates cognitive aging, and makes you feel constantly wired, exhausted, and emotionally completely overwhelmed. But I want you to take a deep, calming breath right now. The human body is not a fragile, helpless vessel. It is an extraordinary, highly adaptable machine that is desperate to heal. You simply need to give it the right tools to safely capture and remove these metallic hijackers. We do this through a process called gentle chelation. Chelation comes from the Greek word chel, which means claw. In functional medicine, we use specific, natural compounds that act as microscopic biological claws to grab onto these heavy metals and pull them out of your tissue. One of the most profoundly effective, evidence-based natural chelators is malic acid, which is found abundantly in organic apples and tart cherries. Malic acid has a unique chemical affinity for aluminum. When it enters your system, it actively binds to the aluminum trapped in your tissue, neutralizing its toxicity, and allowing your body to safely flush it out through your urine. Another incredibly powerful tool is fresh cilantro. Clinical studies, dating back to groundbreaking research in the late 1990s and heavily validated today, have shown that the compounds in cilantro can actively cross the blood-brain barrier, bind to heavy metals like lead and mercury, and mobilize them out of the central nervous system. By simply adding a heavy handful of fresh cilantro to your daily salads or smoothies, and incorporating malic acid-rich fruits, you are giving your body the biological claws it needs to take the trash out. But there is one more step. Mobilizing the metals is not enough. You have to actively excrete them from your body. And the absolute most powerful way to do that is through your skin. We often think of the liver and the kidneys as our only detox organs, but your skin is actually the largest organ of elimination you possess. And when it comes to heavy metals, the sweat gland is your absolute best friend. A massive, comprehensive 2022 clinical review on human excretion pathways analyzed the composition of human sweat, urine, and blood. The findings were staggering. Researchers found that the concentration of heavy metals, specifically cadmium, lead, and aluminum, was significantly higher in human sweat than in blood or urine. This means that intense sweating is one of the only proven, biologically effective ways to excrete these deeply stored neurotoxins. By utilizing a traditional or infrared sauna for 20 to 30 minutes a few times a week, you are forcefully pushing these heavy metals out of your subcutaneous fat, out of your systemic circulation, and out through your pores. You are literally sweating the rust out of your system. Just remember to aggressively hydrate and replenish your healthy minerals, like magnesium and sodium, after every single session. Here is the doctor's verdict: change the trajectory of brain health. I know that learning about environmental toxins can feel incredibly overwhelming, and sometimes even a little bit scary. But knowledge is not meant to paralyze you, it is meant to empower you. You are not a victim of your environment. Your body is a miraculous, self-healing ecosystem. By simply swapping out your chemical sprays, ditching the aluminum foil, eating vibrant, chelating foods like cilantro and apples, and embracing the healing power of a deep sweat, you can completely change the trajectory of your brain health. You can put the fire out, clear the fog, and reclaim the brilliant, resilient mind you deserve. I want to hear from you in the comments. What is one simple swap you are going to make this week? Whether it's upgrading your deodorant or adding fresh cilantro to your meals. Let's detox our bodies and our lives together. Until next time, stay curious, stay resilient, and take care of your brain. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Please share, comment, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you, it helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos and keep growing.